This is Barnstable Today for Wednesday, November 26th, the day before Thanksgiving, of course. Welcome aboard. I'm Mark Mumford.
Proposed changes for a town way to water at Hamlins Pond in Marston's Mills surface in front of the Conservation Commission. That's our main focus today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Friel.
Alicia Parker, representing the town's Growth Management Division, was joined at the hearing room podium last evening by an AmeriCorps volunteer to explain the proposed scope of that work.
My name's Alicia Parker. I'm the Property Management Coordinator for the Growth Management Department. And we have a new AmeriCorps member with us. Her name's Nicole Frame. She's actually passing out one of the proposed changes that we have come to decide on what specifically we are looking to make changes at the Hamlins Pond Landing. I do know that the explanation is very detailed here and the rationale. We have a very, very, very brief presentation. I do realize many of you go out to see the site before we come to the hearing. However, we just thought it would be easier to show some pictures of the current conditions and show you what our proposals are. Okay. I'm going to turn it over to Nicole, and I'd be happy to answer any questions if you have any questions after the presentation.
All right.
Okay.
Hi, thank you for your time. Like Alicia said, I'm an AmeriCorps member here on Cape Cod, and we're just going to give a brief presentation about the Hamlins Pond Landing. So this is just a picture of it, and what we're hoping to do is close down some of the launching ramps, because what is happening is boats or cars and vehicles are driving over the exposed routes. So right there you can see, as you can see, there's 4 currently right now, and we're trying to close down 3 of them. So there's just kind of an area view of the area.
Public comment featured the concern of a fisherman who often launches his boat at the area in question.
I'm Matt Ostrowski from West Barnstable. Hamlin Pond, I probably fished there 60, 70 times a season. I noticed that there was no provisions made when you come down with your boat and trailer. I have a pickup truck, 17-foot wheelbase. Truck's got to be 23 feet long. I have a 16-foot boat with about a 4-foot tongue. That's another 20, so I got about 30 feet or better area. Now, where you see the sign there that says launching area, you see that cut going up. When you come down, you can pull up there and you back. There's basically only one launching area. The rest are people park in front, but the one launching area is the one she showed that's flat. Then you pull up there and you back down. With this current design, you would have to back down from the road. And I don't know about you guys, but my neck doesn't turn good anymore. And backing 30 feet down with a steep grade, I've done it when people park in that spot and you can't get down there. So I have to back all the way down, and it's not easy. So I would recommend to have at least a spot where you could turn, pull up, get in line with the ramp, back down like most ramps have, and then have no parking sign there.
The Conservation Commission approved Growth Management's plans for the parking area at Hamlins Pond, while trying to make sure boaters will still have maneuvering room to get their craft in and out of the water.
All right, then could I have a motion to approve this as a negative determination with a special condition that staff will be working with DPW to figure out the proper turn radius so the trailer can be backed down into that flat area?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? It's approved unanimously.
And
Thank you.
the removal of the wood chips?
Oh, second condition, yeah, special condition. Also to be included that in place of wood chips, you consult with staff for some alternative that would be better suited to the area.
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for the good work.
Just a reminder, the Conservation Commission meetings, like those of just about all the boards, committees, and commissions here in town, are available wire-to-wire on demand at the town's website, town.barnstable.ma.us.
Meanwhile, there is a term that has been central to the discussions at the meetings of several different town boards and committees lately, and that is flow neutrality.
It popped up again at the latest session of the Coastal Resources Management Committee.
Coastal Resources staff member Tom Lavin brought it up in his report, with Town Council Vice President Fred Chirigotis offering his take on the terminology.
So what the town is doing is going through, looking at the build-up for the town to see, realistically where the town can add to the system to not go over capacity and get the 0% interest loans, because 0% interest, I mean, don't want to pass that up because it's a great opportunity.
We I think are well within
Yep.
we're about on half, not a big. Yes, certainly.
Sure.
The difficulty with that, and the state is still studying, is whether flow neutrality is townwide, zone-wide, property-wide. So they haven't even defined what flow neutrality is. The other part is that zero interest loans don't necessarily translate to the property owner. Maybe a zero interest loan to the town, but that doesn't necessarily translate. And we've seen in other places where I'm familiar with Taunton, they had a very similar problem where they sewered around the lake, and the city received a zero interest loan. But by the time that loan went to the property owners, it's at 7, 8, and 9%. So you need to be careful. There are other programs, but the way they put it, it sounds great, but we haven't even heard all of the financing ins and outs, and they haven't defined what flow neutrality means yet. Actually, there's a wastewater meeting, I believe, December the 3rd, where we're trying to get that answer. It's exactly what does that mean?
Where's the wastewater meeting? Council?
That'll be here. That's wastewater committee will be meeting, I believe, right in his office on December the 3rd, I think at 4:30.
Well, to borrow a popular phrase, are you ready for some football?
The Barnstable Red Raiders certainly are, as we find ourselves on the eve of the Big Turkey Day showdown against the Falmouth Clippers, kicking off at 10 on Thanksgiving morning at Leo Shields Field.
To get just a little bit more pumped up, we sought out BHS Athletic Director Steve Francis. Steve, one of the oldest rivalries, I believe, in the country between Barnstable and Falmouth. We're coming up to again. Just tell me what the vibe is and the feel on the as you get ready for this big contest.
Well, it's about 120 years of tradition, and all the kids and the coaches really consider it a season within a season. So it's big. It's like an entire season in one day, and the kids are looking for bragging rights for the rest of their life, I think.
And, it almost has that Army-Navy feel to it in that the records kind of get thrown out the window. This is really, and it's not all the season's about, but it can really make or break you, can it?
Yeah, I think that's true, because we're in a different league right now. The league records aren't really relevant. There's nothing that's going to happen after this based on what happens at the game. It's all about the game. It's just huge.
Sure, you're expecting a huge crowd here at Leo Shields Field as well.
We are. I have plenty of cashiers on hand, and we're looking to fill those boxes so we can keep putting uniforms on kids' backs.
And we don't want to jinx you, but it looks like the weather might be maybe at least as good as usual, maybe better.
That's true. The weather, we've checked it and rechecked it, and it's all ahead full. There'll be no changes. It's going to be 10 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day. I hope you're all there.
The best news is that the weather tomorrow morning for the kickoff should be pretty good. But first tonight, partly cloudy skies with lows in the mid-30s. Then tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. Winds out of the southwest at 10 to 15 with some gusts to 25. And temperatures running in the upper 40s.
As you might suspect, a bit of a lull in the meeting schedule here in town with nothing on the calendar until Tuesday.
Meanwhile, a quick Barnstable Today congratulations to all the volunteers who helped out today over at the Senior Center as friends and staff prepared special Thanksgiving meals that have been delivered to homebound seniors here in town.
And just a quick heads up, don't forget the health department's flu clinic coming up on the afternoon of Wednesday, December 10th at St. George Greek Orthodox Church in Centerville. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Kevin Friel.
We'll meet you right back here tomorrow. I'm Mark Mumford.